Hey guys, welcome back to Cafe and Coders, and sorry for the long break between the videos. So I was working on some projects, so I was little bit busy. From now onwards, I will be updating regularly. So let's get back to the work. Many a times I see people ask the most asked question is how they develop websites. People are fond of learning website development. Many a times I see people are interested though, but they don't have proper guidance like how should they begin from, what are the essential skills needed to website development. So in order to help you guys, we are giving away the tutorial series where we will be learning each and every essential skill needed for the web development, from the client side designing part to the from till the server side. So in the end of the this tutorial series you will become a, trust me, you will become a, from beginner to pro. So without wasting time, let me in this first video, I'm not going into the coding or programming part. Let me explain some essential basic of web development. I mean how the website works, what is the client side, what is server side, how the designing part goes on. Let me give a little intro so you'll get a basic idea, because without basic idea you can't go further. Without knowing how the website works you can't go further. So without wasting time, let's get into it. So this is a basic structure of website. I don't like to say it as a website. It's a basic structure how website works. And this lab is known as client side. That is what we work on, like Google Chrome. We send the request from the Google Chrome, so we are the client. And this is server side. For every action we do, we will get a response. Like for example, think this is a Google Chrome, and we are going to the Facebook and giving our login credentials. So what happens after clicking login? It will send a request to a server. Server is a thing which responds to the request. So here I have clicked login, so server identifies that, oh, user has clicked the login, and it will fetch for your file in the database and return to the Google Chrome. So this is how exactly works. The client send the request. A request is nothing but any kind of operation you do on a Google Chrome. Every time, if every time you do a Google search, it is a request. Google returns you back the results. That is a request from the server. That is from the Google server. So this is happening in the basic structure of how website works. So in this tutorial series, what is the first step needed for the website development? So basically HTML and CSS. HTML is hypertext markup language. We will be going in detail in the further tutorial, so I'm giving you the basic info about HTML and CSS. HTML is hypertext markup language. Remember guys, HTML is not a programming language. HTML is just a markup language. It will just give you or give the user a view, like any paragraph, text, images, anything you see. For example, let me go to a website over here. This is my blog called Cafe and Coders. This is pretty much HTML and CSS. So you can see, for every web page, click on the right click and select view page source. Sorry, I'm not connected to the internet. I will show you later that one. So if we go there and right click on view page source, you can see the HTML code behind that. Even the JavaScript code will be there and CSS code will be there. So that is different. So first is HTML. The skeleton of the web page is HTML. Then the CSS. CSS is cascading style sheet. So HTML is basically it will give only the blank text, or it will not look good if you use only HTML. It will give only the basic text appearance to the web page. If you want to design something, if you want to give effects to the text, you can see when I go in and over a mouse over here, you can see the image zooming, and this all can be done in a CSS and in JavaScript also, but you can do it in a CSS also. And yeah, the what all the effects, so if I go on the text color is changing, if I over on these are the things we can give in the CSS. So basically for designing, the essential things we need to learn is HTML and CSS. Then what next? This part is done. The client side, what we are doing is only HTML and CSS. So next we are going to learn the server side scripting. There are plenty of languages where you can use for scripting, like PHP, Java. You can use also Python. But for making you guys easy to learn, we will be using Java, that is Java Enterprise Edition. Don't worry guys, don't worry if you don't know Java. I will be teaching you the Java essentials pretty much from the basics, so you can learn in and out of it. So this is a structure, some detailed structure of how Java works. So this is a browser as mentioned. We will take an example and look at it. Let me take the same example of logging into the Facebook. I have logged. I think I have logged into the Facebook and clicked on login button. After I give the login credentials. First, it will request the JSP page. JSP stands for Java Servlet Page. HTML, like HTML, Java JSP is also a HTML page, but in we will be also including Java code in that. So JSP, the main advantage is JSP allows you can do the Java essentials, that logics you can do in the front end page only. We can embed both HTML and Java code, that is J2EE code in the same page. That is called JSP, Java Servlet Page. Don't worry, if it things are very messed up, I will be going into the details in the further tutorials. So after JSP page, it will be going into the Java Beans. Java Beans is like a handler. So every request there should be a handler. Like if I click on login, where should it go? If I click on forget password, where it should be going? So after that, it will connect to the database. Database is basically where we will store the data, and it will return back the response, and it will be displayed to the client side. And finally, after at the end of this tutorial series, you'll be able to develop a website, and you'll be launching it live. So this is pretty much basics. This is the in and out of how a website is made, server and client side. Then the first step is HTML and CSS, where we'll be designing the front end page, and we will going into the back end using Java EE. So for Java EE, I will be using IDE called IntelliJ. There are plenty of IDEs like Eclipse, NetBeans, but I will be using IntelliJ IDE because I will be showing you the advantage over those IDEs in IntelliJ later part. So for this tutorial, this is the basic introduction I'm giving to your web development. How exactly web development goes on. I told you I will show you the view page source thing. Let me connect to the internet. If you have any doubts about what all the things we are learning and what are the takeaways, you can comment below. So let's go here, and I will click on view page source. So don't look at this below code, you will be messed up. So you can see the first line is doc type HTML. This is specifying that this document type is of HTML, that is hypertext markup language page. And the second line is HTML language is equal to English, so specifying the language. Don't worry about these things, I will be explaining each and everything over the tutorial. So you can see the all the code in every page. If you click on view page source, this is pretty much the website is made up of. So this is the front end, and you can't see the back end page. This just the designing page. You can't see the server side scripting over here. So I hope you got some idea about web development. I mean how it works, and you also got an idea what we'll be learning in this tutorial series. So let me meet you in the next tutorials, like upcoming tutorials, where I will start with first we will start with HTML because that is the basic for any web development. So thank you guys, subscribe and share. This tutorial is going to be very interesting because I am going to develop a website with you guys, and you can also uh, join with me with each and every tutorial. So thank you guys.